Hi my loves, it's your favorite here, Alia, back with another video. I know we haven't been here in a long time, so testing. Is it me? Is it Alia? Hi my loves, it's your favorite girl here, Alia, back with another video. We have been gone for a few months. Don't eat me up, eat me up. We've been gone for a few months. I haven't filmed, I haven't done anything, so I owe it to y'all to give y'all the full update on me being in Senegal. If you are new here, my name is Alia Reeves. I am a model, content creator, wife, author, mukbang eater. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I am now based in Dakar, Senegal. So, where did we leave off? The last time we talked, or the last time we chatted, I was actually trying to figure out how I was gonna get to Dakar, Senegal, and now I'm here. So I have been here for approximately 5 months now. If you're new here again, I got married to a man that is Senegalese, as an African-American girly myself, Black American princess to be exact. So I wanna kind of just give y'all some culture shocks that, you know, I have experienced or have heard about or have seen as a Black American. And I also want to just tell y'all about my experiences in the 5 months that I've been here this year, but also in the 4 months that I was here back in 2024. I want to reiterate my intentions when I say this for people that might misinterpret my intentions. My content is to be honest. I'm an honest person, very authentic. Also, I'm a dark-skinned woman. I am a revert. I am Muslim. I do wear hijab, and I am married. And I am young. So a lot of those things, depending on where I am, they could be used to undermine me. People could take any one of those things and try and attempt to make me feel small. Just anything that could be negative, but many of those qualities about me could be used for good, right? So let's get into the culture shocks. You can already see I'm getting anxiety because I talked about this on my social media, and I want to make sure that I elaborate on what exactly I meant, even though a lot of people did understand what I meant when I said these culture shocks. But I want to elaborate not only for the Senegalese people that do watch my content, but I want to also elaborate for American women, Muslim women, Black women, all over that are interested in moving to Senegal. Number one. Now, I made a TikTok that says I've been in Senegal for 4 months, and honestly, as an American, I wasn't ready for these culture shocks. Now, first of all, a lot of people didn't know what the definition of culture shock is, and it wasn't me being negative or being mean about Senegal. It was just things that as an American woman shocked me so much, maybe for good or maybe for bad, or maybe just not good or bad, it was just shocking, you know, and I had to adapt to it. So number one, the mentality. Senegalese people love jokes, even when it's shady or low-key jealousy. I don't think that that's something that I even have to elaborate on, because I feel like it's very much self-explanatory. Something that, as an American, you know, we say things that are very just like straightforward. I say what I said and I mean what I said. Especially as a Southern woman, I want to make sure I reiterate that. I'm not only a Black American princess, but I'm also a Southern girl. And a lot of being from the South is being authentic. It's being true to myself, true to what I know, and being able to adapt to other people as well. One thing that I don't like is that when I came to Senegal, it was this misconception that Senegalese people were so sweet, so kind, taranga, everything. Don't get me wrong. It is a lot of Senegalese people who are very kind, very helpful, very humble. But hey, when you come across some people that's making jokes about you being from America, or making jokes about your looks, or making jokes about your kids, or making jokes about your family, or making jokes about just all type of stuff. And it's things that are painful. But then they say, I'm just joking. Why? I'm just joking. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Those are things that, it was a shock to me. Still to this day, I don't like them. I don't like the joking culture. It's not something that I'm familiar with. But have I adapted to it? Yes. Do I smile and laugh when people make jokes that I don't like? No, I do not. But I don't take them personally. And that's one thing that Senegalese people have told me, but I have also heard other Senegalese people say to other people that have just moved here, oh, it's a joke, don't take it personally, or don't take this person offensive, or things like that. Number 2, I said big products we get in America come smaller here. Everything's sold in little portions because most people buy what they can afford for the day. This was a huge culture shock. And this is one of the things that I really, really, really love about Senegal. And I talk to my husband about this all the time. I be telling my husband, I'm like, babe, if we going broke in America and all I can cook is fried egg with some rice and green onions and a half of fish, I could not survive in America. Senegal, if you can buy everything by one. For a piece of cabbage, like if you just say, oh, I need some cabbage for this dish, you could literally go to the shop, or you could literally go to the fruit vegetable man that's on the street, and you can buy a cut of lettuce, a cut of cabbage, 1 egg, 2 egg, 1 slice of bread, or whatever. I really appreciate that you don't buy things by the bulk here. You have the option of doing it, but people buy what they can afford for the day, and that I love. The country is considerate of those type of people. Now, if you are American and you do want to buy a cart of eggs that's like $24, $36, you can go to one of them grocery stores and you can buy that. If you want to buy a big Costco bag of chips, you can go to the American store. You can go to Auchan and you can do those type of things. But when I said that, I didn't mean it in a negative way. I did mean it like big products we get in America are smaller in Senegal. Also, America, there are a lot of GMOs in the things that we have. A lot of things are fake. A lot of things make us sick. A lot of things make us fat. Anything that we are eating in Senegal, anything we are consuming is healthy. Number 3, I ruffled some feathers. I ruffled some feathers when I said this. Urgency doesn't exist in Senegal, okay? Nobody's rushing anywhere. It's the downfall of the country, actually. Punctuality doesn't exist here. In America, that can literally cost you your job, an interview, your appointment, etc. This is self-explanatory. I don't even know why that ruffled feathers, because that is true. Now, I do want to add something. And so a lot of people in the comments talk about the fact that it's majority of Africa. A lot of people in the comments are like, that's just Africa, not just Senegal. And I want to just give y'all some type of background. I made a TikTok a few months ago where I was talking about how me and my husband went somewhere and we had a hot water heater. And I said, don't tell me you've ever been to Africa if you're not excited about a hot water heater. And y'all ate me up in the comments. How dare she come to Senegal and say Africa, like we're all one and da-da-da-da-da. So now I'm very intentional that I say Senegal. In the comments, y'all can say Africa all y'all want to, but I'm going to say Senegal, Senegal, Senegal. And if y'all decide to say Africa, okay. So yeah, Senegalese people are they're late to everything. That's just honestly self-explanatory. And then number 4, I said fruits and veggies are everywhere, but not a ton of variety like back home. I miss kale salad so bad. I miss snap green beans and broccoli. Endless amounts of fresh avocados, strawberries, and blackberries. Let me go ahead and let y'all know this. One time, once a year, okay? Because the way that Senegal's produce is, it's imported. everything in this country is imported, from the clothes to the shoes to the everything is imported, okay? So it's by seasons. I didn't mean that in a sense of, oh, this country just don't have nothing. Oh my God, I want to go home. No, I meant it as I miss literally being able to go to the grocery store January all the way down to December and getting the things that I'm craving. That's what I meant. And I think that, you know, one thing, while I'm on this topic, one thing that really, really, really upsets me is the fact that the double standard of how African people or how African people in general have been in my comments just being so real, so just distasteful, has been a shocker to me, because some of the most adventurous people I have met have been African people. They've traveled from here to here to here. They've left their family, got a job in this place, and then went, you know, just stuff that us Black American people, we be like, no, we scared to do that. We okay being at home. We don't gotta. So to see that the reactions that I get from missing home or just having a culture shock, the reaction that I have been getting has been not positive, has kind of just made me just like not want to talk, made me not want to say anything. And it's I say the double standard is ironic, because I see a lot of discourse on TikTok where African people are always saying, oh, we got bullied in America, or American people are rude, or American people are this and this and this and this. And I'm like, why is it okay for y'all to come to America, talk trash about American people while we're there, talk trash about Black American people while you are there, and then when we come to y'all home country, y'all are upset that we're there, like we're not meant to even be in the motherland. It just be insanity to me. Like, I didn't come to Senegal with the mentality that I'm an American. I came to Senegal with the mentality of, I'm here for my husband. In this time that I'm here for my husband, with my husband, I have to adapt. I'm not in America. I have to fit in some way, shape, or form, but I don't have to give up what I know. I don't have to act like an entirely different person, and I don't have to change parts of myself that I really, really love and I really appreciate that my culture has brought on me. So the fact that I have felt like I've had to just shut up with everything that I have been feeling or everything that I have experienced because of the double standard has been insanity to me. It's been insanity to me. Like, I'm reminded almost probably 2-3 times a week that I'm American. I'm treated differently because I'm American. I'm treated differently because I look Senegalese and I say Dega Mawolof, and anytime I don't understand somebody or I can't speak Wolof, I'm treated differently. My feelings are pushed away, neglected, or my words are just disregarded because I'm American. Because I'm young, because I'm a Black woman, because I wear hijab in a country that is Muslim. We'll get to that later on. But there are a lot of things that in this country I have experienced that are positive, and I've made those opportunities for myself. I fought for those positive and uplifting experiences, but the negative ones, they have not only been at work, they have also been like out in the streets, but it's more so something that is like in the workplace. It's really, really, really severe for me, I would say. Number 5, I said gender dynamics here are different. A lot of women are really male-centered, like their whole identity revolves around male attention, which if you're looking to make friends, this can be an obstacle. Some women even want to be the second or third wife or openly go after married men like it's nothing. And the men, many don't respect women, married ones too, the way you'd expect. That one is self-explanatory. I don't really, really, really want to go in depths of that, but I would just say that one thing that I have learned, I've learned a lot of things in the 5 months that I've been here this time and the 4 months that I was here last year. I want to reiterate that because a lot of people were saying that I don't have the right to say, I don't have the right to talk about Senegal or the history of Senegal because I don't know it, because I've only been here for 5 months. Newsflash, 5 plus 4, that's 9. And on top of that, I have a Senegalese family. So any question that I have, question, comment, concern, I can go ask. Okay, period. What I meant by this when it came to male-centered, the culture of Senegal, the women, since a young age, since being an adolescent, they are taught to, everything that they are doing is for them to get a husband. They're taught to cook so that when they get a husband, to prepare for when they get a husband. They're taught to clean to prepare for when they get a husband. They're taught to suppress their emotions to prepare for when they get a husband. They're taught to look beautiful to prepare when they get a husband. They're also encouraged not to wear the hijab at my age, at your age, at a young age, until they get a husband. Then once you get a husband, then okay, you can put hijab. Then okay, you can cover up. So then but then also, the ironic thing is, a lot of women, their every motive is a man. And one thing that I heard in Senegal, I heard this and I also experienced it myself. Women will try to get close to you if they do know that you are married, because they are seeking to be the second and third wife. Why are they doing this? One, in Senegal, the culture is when you're the second or third wife, your life is easier. You don't go through that much pressure. You don't have to cook that much. You don't have to clean that much. He don't get on your nerves that much, whatever. But also, you're securing a man that a woman has already vouched for. That man being married is another woman vouching for him, like, oh yeah, he's a good man because I'm still with him. So you have to be very cautious. I won't say you can do what you want to do, but a lot of people here have been very cautious on the friends that they make because, or even trying to make friends because of these things, or they don't bring friends around their husbands. Or I've heard a lot of insane things since I've been here. I've heard things where if I even repeated it to my family or something, I would feel like I'm insane. I would feel like I'm crazy. I would feel like I'm lying. So yeah, that's what I meant by that. And also men really don't respect women here. I won't lie to you. I have been in situations where I've said something to a man and I have been 1000% in the right, smarter than him, got a degree, he ain't got no degree, cleaner than him, just anything. And he has tried to, or he had said something to me that was just entirely disrespectful, entirely just like he was spitting on me. Like, it was insane. Never in my life have I ever experienced this. But you'll also see a lot of men here take parts of the Quran and stick to those parts and don't apply or don't read what the ayat said before or what the ayat said after. And it's nothing. I'm not saying none of this like, oh, I hate the country. I'm not saying that. I love it. It's beautiful. The ambience, everything. I'm calm. You know what I'm saying? When I get in the house with my husband. When I'm with my husband, oh, all this fall out the door. I be calm, cool, and collected. But when I am outside, because I am an independent person, I'm trying to be independent like I am in the States. I don't want to be like dependent on my husband every single, I'm not talking about financially. That's his realm. But I'm just saying, like, going outside, ordering things, grabbing things that I want, those type of things, getting that freedom. I have experienced some very bizarre situations where I've said something and a man just looks at me like I have a turd on my face, or he's looking at me like, why are you speaking? Or he said something in return like, you will never be successful, you think you know more than me, or just things like that. Like, it's insanity. Number 6, I said, as an American, the development here really surprised me. What I meant by that, let me clarify that. I am a Southern girl. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Y'all wanna call me ignorant? Y'all can call me ignorant, okay? I didn't know nothing about Africa. I will tell you that now. I will tell you that now. I didn't know nothing about Africa. The only African country that I knew was Ethiopia and Nigeria. If I heard about the African countries, okay, but I couldn't tell you north, south, east, west, doo-doo-doo. I couldn't tell you that. You could call me ignorant. I don't even care. But my background, I was not with African people growing up. I was with Hispanic people. Tutti black people. But Hispanic people and Mexican people, that's the middle school I went to, the high school I went to, the neighborhood I was in, the college I went to. I didn't start meeting and being around and learning about African people until I got to college. So when I say the development here really shocked me, I was really shocked because I knew about Africa based off the TVs, the same exact way as a lot of African people speculate about America based off of TV, movie shows, things you've seen off social. So why, when I said that, it was something that was just like, I was idiotic for saying it. I said, I didn't know nothing. That's what I said. I didn't know nothing. I didn't. There are a lot of things you can find here that as an American you might need, you can find at the stores. A lot of things, like I said in the beginning, a lot of things that you might need, you can find in Senegal. But, you might not have it when you need it because things are here per season. Unless you go to the American store, you have a person that is a GP that's flying from America, flying from London, and then they bring the stuff and then they bring it to Senegal. That's self-explanatory. Number 7, backbiting is heavy here. Woo! Where I come from, you'll know if somebody doesn't like you. And if they don't like you, they'll never speak to you, let alone give you any type of attention. Somebody could hate you and wish the worst things upon you, but still smile in your face or call your phone. It's scary, actually. That one ruffles some feathers. It's self-explanatory. I want to tell y'all something. One thing that has changed me in Senegal, being in Senegal, is the fact that I'm still very much brutally honest, but I don't have the desire to talk anymore. I don't have the desire to say anything because of fear. Not the fear of judgment, not the fear of the evil eye, not the fear of da-da-da-da, but you genuinely never know, and this is an African thing, okay? This is Africa, not just Senegal. From what I heard, this is an African thing. You genuinely never know who's sitting next to you, listening to you, copying you. They will copy you, give you no credit, be looking at you like they will steal from you. Not steal, it might not be stealing like a physical grab or something like that, but it could literally be stealing your ideas. Like, what? Could be sitting in groups talking about, what? The amount of things that I have, man, I have a friend. This is like the only example I can even think of saying right now. That's not too much of like information. I have a friend who, I'm friends with her husband, right? And she left. She went somewhere. She went on a trip. And her husband was flirting with me. And I didn't know that her husband was flirting with me. I literally did not know at all, right? Until I'm telling my husband, like, you know, I'm telling him about the man, like what he, you know, doing. And so my husband said, don't talk to him no more. Don't, unless it's an emergency at work, don't say nothing. I said, okay. Now, I end up going and talked to one of my colleagues and explained to her about what's going on. She then tells me that everybody knows that my friend's husband is a flirt. He has a lot of girlfriends at the job and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not even saying this to be messy. I'm actually telling y'all what she said. And I said, why nobody told her nothing? And she said, that ain't our business, but everybody know. I said, do she know? Do she have a clue? She said, no, probably not. I don't think that she knows. I said, oh, wow. She said, yeah, but everybody around here talks about it. Everybody around here knows his character. I said, so everybody just be sitting around talking about her? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. You sit in circles with people, and the amount of backbiting you hear is distasteful. It's distasteful. It makes you, if you're not a pure-hearted Muslim, it will make you want to be pure-hearted because you're around so much of, did you see her? Did you hear about this? Look how she got this. Where she got that money from? Where she got this fabric from? She look expensive. Her husband did this. It's insanity. To the point where I had to start reminding people, not only people that I work with, but I had to start reminding children that when you backbite against somebody, when you backbite, you're giving that person that you talk trash about, you're giving them your good deeds. And you're wondering why your du'as are not being answered. You're wondering why you've been asking Allah to have a baby. You're wondering why you've been asking Allah to remove you from a toxic situation. And you're wondering why it's being delayed. Because you won't take your tongue and bite it from talking about somebody else. You're giving that person all of your good deeds. It's insanity to me. It has been insanity. The things that I have heard that people have said about me, even me, I'm like, wow, alhamdulillah. I'm blessed. At the end of the day. Number 8. What really shocked me, many Senegalese people aren't as open-minded as I thought. It's ironic because even though they love their culture, many of them have migrated to other parts of the world. And many people have migrated to Senegal. But if you don't speak Wolof or you're from somewhere else, especially America, you get judged quick with stereotypes and scammed. It's true. My mental has been... Now, I want to also reiterate this. When I'm talking, I'm not talking about my household. I'm not talking about me being with my husband. I'm talking about being outside. That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to me being an American, and I have been with plenty of Americans in Senegal who have this exact same experience. I've been with plenty of French women who Senegal, and they also share this same exact experience. When we talk about our experiences, when we talk about how we feel about things, when we just even show any amounts of emotion that we're homesick or anything, it's disregarded. It's literally, do y'all know how many times I have cried because I feel alone, or I feel alone because people don't understand me and I don't understand people. And when I say, oh, in America it's like this, people will literally tell you, you're in Senegal. Stop talking about America. You're Senegalese right now. You're no longer American. Oh, well, we've been dealing with this. We've been going through da. If you can't do it, then I don't know what to tell you. But let's just flip the script. For instance, if an African person came to America, if a Senegalese person, as prideful as Senegalese people are, if a Senegalese person came to America and an American said, stop drinking ataya. This is not Senegal. We drink, what we be drinking? We drink Dr. Pepper. We drink Dr. Pepper. Stop drinking ataya. This is not Senegal. You are no longer Senegalese. You are American. Heck, do you know how fast a Senegalese person will say "kata"? I'm not even gonna finish. My husband told me don't say that word. Do you know how quick a Senegalese person will cuss your mother? Me, I'm not a Senegalese. I'm American. Hey, la ilaha illallah. What? So why is it okay to say it to an American? Obviously, everybody's experiences are different. You have American people that do come to Senegal and they hang around only American people. Literally. And they don't have no problem with that. Okay? You have American people who come here and they're with Only Senegalese people. And they can't wait to leave and go back to America. You have so many different people here, but I promise you we will all literally think the same thing. A lot of Senegalese people think that when you as an American, you as a French person, you as an international person, come to Senegal and deal with culture shocks, you have no right to go through them because you got a lot of money in America. You rich, you got a car, you got very materialistic things. And the one thing that America is lacking that Senegal makes up for is community. You will never go through anything alone in Senegal. If you are Senegalese, if you're speaking the language, if you speak in Wolof, if you speak in French, if you got a family here, you will never go through anything alone. You will never be hungry. You can go to the neighbor will give you some food. You can go to the boy downstairs and say, boy, I give you 1,000 francs tomorrow. Tomorrow I give you 1,000 francs, just give me bread. He give you bread. And tomorrow you give him 1,000 francs. In America ain't got that. We don't have that. So the fact that people be reminding Americans that you are American, even though we're trying our best to adapt into the Senegalese culture, we're not trying to be accepted. We just trying, you know what I'm saying, to adapt. That's the same thing anybody else would do if they went to a different culture. But to neglect the feelings or suppress them because we looked at like, girl, what you going through? What you going through when you got a car, you got a house? Maybe I don't got no car, maybe I don't got no house. Maybe I'm actually broke. Maybe I came here for a peace of mind. Ironic to me. And it shocked me a lot because I just didn't expect it. I really didn't. I really didn't expect people to be so mean or people to be so judgmental. But from talking to a lot of my Senegalese friends, it stems down from jealousy, which I understand. It stems down from the fact that a lot of people really do want to experience America. So they're looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? Or a lot of people, they are intimidated because you do speak English and they don't. And it's not something that, apparently it's not something that we should take personal, but it'll take some time to not take it personally. Number 9. Woo! I couldn't wait to get to this one. I should have put this one first. Islamic knowledge is easier to obtain in the West. Halakas with the imam or sheikh is open for females in America, not in Senegal. Let me say something. Pookie butt. Hijrah. I was thinking me coming to Senegal, I'm gonna even tell y'all the truth. I not only came here for my husband, but I came here to, get my Quranic studies. Obviously, yes, there is a lot of controversy when it comes to Islamic things in Senegal. I know that. Are we going to get on topic of that? No, we're not going to talk about that, okay? But Senegal is a Sufism country. You can research that, whatever. I'm a Sunni Muslim. I'm a Muslim, okay? But I do follow the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is priority to me. That is key to me. Okay. Let me see. Hello. Can I hear myself? Am I hearing myself? Thing on, checking, mic, check, 1, 2. Yeah, it's fine. Accent. I love this little thing. Okay, babe, I need that phone. Sorry. We can trade. There you go.